Here we go. We're on the YouTube app today. Hey there. Can you guys hear me and see me? Oh, see me. Oh, see. Not here, but perfect. All right, thank you. Share to everybody at Facebook, especially. Let them know to come here to our YouTube channel to see the fireworks. So go ahead and share on Facebook. Share it on Streaming the Magic. Just make sure send everybody over here. We are live. We are good to go. It's starting any minute. Yay! Thank you.
Good evening. On behalf of Walt Disney World, the place where dreams come true, we welcome all of you to Epcot and World Showcase. We're gathered here tonight around the fire, as people of all lands have gathered for thousands and thousands of years before us to share the light and to share a story. An amazing story, as old as time itself, but still being written. And though each of us has our own individual stories to tell, a true adventure emerges when we bring them all together as one. We hope you enjoy our story tonight, Reflections of Earth.
Thank you so much.
As we embrace the promise of a new year, we would like to share one final message. From the United Kingdom,
Peace on earth.
from Mexico,
Paz en la tierra.
and from Canada,
Goodwill to men.
from Germany,
Friede auf Erden und den Menschen ein Wohlgefallen.
Morocco,
السلام والغنى لبني الإنسان.
Norway,
ويرغب الله من خير.
Japan, France, from China, and Italy.
Pace in terra, agli uomini di buona volontà.
During this glorious time of year, and with each passing year, there is one message that rings out around the world in every language. It is a gift of immeasurable value and hope to be handed down with care from generation to generation. Our holiday wish is that everyone, everywhere, joins together with the message of peace on earth, goodwill to men. For this evening's performance of Illuminations, Reflections of Earth, and special holiday finale. On behalf of the entire Epcot family and everyone at Walt Disney World, we wish you happy holidays. Good night.
Let's get a better photo, yeah?
It was
It's pretty good, actually. Yep. Ooh, it is dropping like it's hot. It's very, very cold right now. Trying to look at the temperature here. It's 56. It feels really cold. My fingers are frozen. Note to self, bring some gloves if I stream at night. It's getting chilly this week. We just gotta get everybody used to coming over here from Facebook, since it was just us, cozy people here. It's so pretty. Here come the boats. And look at Spaceship Earth. Oh my gosh, congratulations. When are you starting your DCP? Fall? Are you doing fall advantage? That's awesome, congratulations. Are you starting fall 2018 or spring? So exciting. Oh, that's awesome. Spring 2018. That's great. Well, you're gonna love it. I suggest it to everybody. Well, is it quick service, food and beverage? But you know, I work in I'm full service though. I do table service, food and beverage, but I'm not in the DCP. I'm a regular CM. But trust me, it's not bad. You know, you make that role what it is, the best. You know, you're gonna make friends, you're gonna meet people, you're gonna have a good time no matter what. Trust me, it's gonna be fun. Yes, exactly. I say anybody who's even considering doing DCP, you should just do it. Usually you're trained, because you have to be trained for each area, even in food and beverage, because I'm not in quick service, I'm in full service, but you have to do assessments. They can't just move you. But maybe you're doing carts, like if you do quick service, because that I can see moving you from place to place if you're doing like carts or something. You know what I mean? Like you could do like one of these little jobs one day, and then you would be like maybe doing the little ice cream stand, or like right over there they have the little nuts and popcorn and hot cocoa stand. That I can get, but they can't move you from one specific line of business to another. Like they can't make you do custodial one day and then food and beverage another. That's just not gonna happen, because you have to be trained and assessed from each area. Like you have to pass an assessment. So Disney's very, very strict about training. You can't just you can't perform a job that you're not trained to do. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't worry about it. I think you're gonna be just fine. I'm gonna grab a little hot cup of coffee here because it is getting a little nippy. I know you guys are so used to the cold. We got frozen Floridians over here. It's chilly. I work at 2 different locations. They always ask you, like, people ask where you make magic. So that's going to be the question you're going to get a lot. That's the proper answer or question. I make magic at Disney Springs currently. And I also work at another resort. So, yep, 2 locations are better than 1. I'm just going to grab some little coffee really quick because I am chilly. Since we're gonna walk to the boardwalk. Ooh. Do you still have like hot coffee, or what do you have left? Oh, okay. So I want to make sure. I'll just do I'll do a cappuccino, please. Could I get sugar? Do you have any sugar-free syrup or anything? Ooh, caramel it is. Perfect. My finger. Yes, please. I'd love you forever. No, I'm great. Let me just give you this. Yeah, I have my discount. Hang on. Sorry, my fingers are frozen. I know, like frozen Floridians. You think we're like... Okay, here it is. It's like stuck. Hang on. It's stuck on the thing. There you go. On the pulley. I just find it easier since we have to swipe every 5 minutes. All right, perfect. Oh my gosh, my fingers are straight up frozen. There you go. Do you have any more Mickey buttons left, or is that yours? Is that your personal birthday Mickey button? I'm like, I wasn't here that. I have a bunch of Epcot 35 buttons, though. I got lucky that day. Yeah, thanks. I know, it's like a hot commodity. Stocking stuff versus Christmas. Oh, that's awesome. It is, because they're like special edition ones, you know. Appreciate it. That's true. Thank you kindly. You as well. Boop.
Hi.
There we go. Sorry, guys. Putting you on the vanilla latte. All right. Just getting a little coffee for the walk here because we're going to be walking a little bit to the boardwalk and we don't want to be frozen. All right. It's good that it's hot. I'm like frozen over here. I'll put my hoodie back on. It's cold. It's 17 degrees where you guys are at. It's not that cold here temperature-wise, but it's very cold for me. Alright, we're gonna warm up from the inside here.
That for your walk.
No one decided to put their head and look beside the store.
Yeah. Nobody checked it out. Like, it's okay.
Is it a tracking device or just a shell? Okay, you can get someone that's next to us and you never know. Which one do you want? What? Somebody else was making that?
There are no other ways, like non-physical ways.
That's right. If I can't find you, I'm going home.
It's
nice.
nice coffee.
It's nice, I think.
I know. Mickey out. Here. I got it. What else are you waiting for?
That coffee is nice.
You're welcome. Enjoy.
delicious. Let's get the show on the road, you guys. Alright, we're gonna walk towards, I think this is faster because we're going to International Gateway as we're going to the boardwalk. So we are gonna go this way. This way is the faster way. So oh, the Dolphin? Yeah, Dolphin is actually a third party. It's not owned by Disney itself. I believe it's Starwood Suites. Like Starwood Hotels own Swan and Dolphin. It used to be owned by, yes, the renovation is done with the Swan and Dolphin. I did a live stream a couple weeks ago that we walked over there. So, yeah, we'll see. It's really beautiful. Like Blue Zoo, they have like a chocolate Santa, like sculpture that's made out of chocolate. It was really, they did a good job with the renovation. Yeah, the rooms are different. They've really modernized the lobby. So we'll see if we can walk that way. Oh my gosh. All right. Pardon the frozen fingers. You must think we're so wimpy, but hey, there's a lot of people all bundled up. I'm gonna put my hood back on. It's my ears are frozen. Not so much here at Walt Disney World. The execs are here, probably here during the day. That's one big one for sure, unless it's some kind of special event or grand opening. Disneyland, a lot of them are based in California, so you're gonna get them more in the California, like Disneyland parks. The studios are out there, you know what I mean? So no, I wish, but I do know that they come around. I've seen George Lucas, like literally 10 feet in front of me, not even. So, you know, but as a cast member, you're gonna learn that you're not allowed to really interact with the like actors or anybody famous. You just have to be like normal. They're just like a normal guest. Yep. Yeah, that was awesome. It was like you just want to thank him and say thank you so much, you know, for making all of our childhood, adulthood dreams come true and created a world that we can be a part of, you know. So I'm pretty pumped. I actually have who else is excited about the new Star Wars movie? You guys have your tickets ready for this weekend? I mean, that's this weekend, you guys. That's coming up, like Friday. Thursday night, actually, if you're really going to be technical about it. I'm not seeing it until Friday night, for sure, like opening weekend. Ah, yes, I'm sure they're around. When they walk around, it's probably during the day. I don't work in the parks. I am at the Springs, so I know a lot more of the vice presidents and presidents of Disney Springs. I've seen them around. I've interacted with them a few times, yes. So, of course, your leadership at your location is what you're going to be more familiar with. Who, you have a brother that's a cast member? Or what do I have to... Oh. Absolutely. I mean, for example, Chef Art Smith, who owns a restaurant at Disney Springs, Homecoming, he was one of the first Disney College Program culinary graduates of 1982. He is the first, actually, DCP to open his own restaurant, so kind of a big deal. gosh, what is her official title? Proprietor? I believe she's the proprietor. She's basically the person in charge of Wilderness Lodge. She was one of the original Disney College program kids. Look at all the warm gear here. Yeah, so, you know, it only looks good on your resume as long as you do a good job. You can make your program what it is, you know what I mean? Some people return for more than one program, and a lot of people want to get a PI afterwards. You know, after graduating college, you can also apply for professional internship. Those are even harder to get than DCP. So, you know, if you watch a lot of there's a lot of DCPs and a lot of PIs that do YouTube because they're, you know, you're allowed to vlog a certain part of it. Oh, for sure. Yes, Corey. Yeah, we're trying to get everybody on here, get used to hanging out. Thank you for coming over. We got to get all the other guys and gals from Facebook to get used to hanging out on YouTube. It's actually a lot more, how do you say that, favorable platform for creators. It's a lot more friendly and just easier. I do miss Wishes a lot. It holds a lot of sentimental value. Oh, there's the cart. Oh, absolutely. It was my pleasure, you guys. It's technically like my Friday. So I'm off for the next 2 days. These are, yeah, I know one of the gals earlier was looking for the holiday gala necklace, and they're $10. I finally found the cart. Go figure. I think her name was Stephanie. I found it. I knew I'd find it eventually. So we're in right by the cart by England. There you go. Go figure, right? Yes, that's true. But of course, I went to the Last Wishes showing that was super sentimental, like bawling my eyes out, and I got the Wishes t-shirt, so it was really cool. I knew I had to do it, and then the next day was the very first Happily Ever After, and I was very skeptical, of course, and I'm like, it can't be better than Wishes. Nothing can be better than Wishes. Now Happily Ever After is my ultimate favorite fireworks show of all time. I love it. I just so love it because it's just amazing, honestly. What's going on over here? Is there a party? What am I missing? What am I missing? Oh, they must have a special tour going on back there. Like backstage? We're going backstage. Wow. Awesome. This coffee is delicious. Delicious. Yeah, the park's open late for extra magic hours, so if you are a resort guest tonight, what do I want for Christmas? You know, it's equipment. That was on my Christmas list this year. I work a lot, so sometimes it's like hard for me during the holidays. I'm like, I'm just gonna work a lot so I could buy what I want, you know? It's all about tech this year. I got my Osmo. Actually, these were last year's gift cards that I just used for, why not? It improves the channel and improves the view for you guys. I want tech. I want my new camera. I still want a Canon G7X Mark II. And I put some moment lenses on my Christmas list. If not, it's in my basket. I will buy it. With the matching phone case, the iPhone 8 Plus case, because those moment lenses are awesome. I don't know if you've seen them. Just the little videos that the actual company, there are a bunch of them. They were on Kickstarter. Like awesome bunch of cool guys from, I believe they're from Washington. Started their own little company, you know, little startup. I'm all for that, you know. That's just the entrepreneurial spirit, you know. They skateboard, they They ski. I just think it's awesome that they started their own company and they make the best wide. They have a super fish lens. They're basically lenses for your phone that makes it like super cinematic and awesome. They're not those cheap like plastic ones you're gonna get from Amazon. And then like you get that vignetting, like that warping on your photos. But yeah, those moment lenses. How about you guys? I hear ya. I'm kind of like a guy in that way. I want my tech. Yeah, Rob was looking at the VR, the PS4 VR set. That was like $450, crazy. But I know it's for what, Skyrim, and everybody's all about that VR set this year for Christmas. But I'm like, that's pricey. But you can never go wrong with Best Buy gift cards, Amazon gift cards. I think we're all good there. I'll walk through the shop for a second. We'll warm up a little bit because we're cutting through anyway. Ooh, it's nice and warm in here. They still have a bunch of those, if anybody's looking for those Figment mini backpacks, they have a bunch right here. Gonna do a little pit stop naturally. That's right, you got a new car. Well, that's an awesome early birthday Christmas present. You can't go wrong with that. That's amazing. That's a wonderful gift. Oh yes, there you go. We definitely spend too much money at Best Buy. We're like Elite Plus or something, like whatever that is, the Elite Plus members. Spend too much money at Best Buy. No, we ended up buying like a refrigerator and a washer and dryer. That's why I think we're like Elite Plus. Plus I bought my phone there. Like we always buy our phones at Best Buy too, just cause. Oh, there you go. Reuse, recycle. Everybody gets a car. Everybody's happy. It's wonderful. So, all right.
Oh, here's the little...
Yeah, that's my next thing on my agenda is definitely... I know I'm getting a bunch of Best Buy gift cards for Christmas because they did say that's what I wanted. Towards my camera. I was debating between the Canon G7X Mark II or the Sony RX100 because I know the Sony shoots in 4K, but I know the G7X does not, but it's like the most popular vlogging camera for a reason because it's super good, you know what I mean? Like the quality, it does really good backlighting. It's awesome in low light. Yeah, it should be totally fine for you. Easy peasy. Oh, is that more fireworks? Yes. I think that's a Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam. Oh no, you know what it is? It's Magic Kingdom. They have, it's a Christmas party night. Oh, there's the boat. Is the boat working? Are we waiting? Yeah, we're taking the boat. I'm a little chilly. What do you think? Let's take the boat to the boardwalk. Alright, let's go. Everybody's inside huddled in like burritos. See anything if I is probably a better deal than just kind of winging it, you know, that way you guys mesh and stuff, because, you know, that can be a hard situation if you have, like, drama at home. You don't want that. Okay, perfect. Yeah, definitely try to room with people you know that you're gonna mesh well, because you never know. I've heard of many roommate horror stories, and you don't want that. You want to have an awesome CP. You know, you do. You want to have a great program, but it's like in your blood, you know. Once a cast member, always a cast member. It's gonna be in your blood, and you're gonna cry during traditions. Absolutely. If you can do so, take every opportunity that you have, because there's a lot of activities that are just for CPs, whether it be tours or classes, for sure. I mean, they look good on your resume no matter what, and it just can help you for the future. Classes are given by, like, you know, leaders in specific areas, whether it be, like you said, you want to be a, you know, climb the corporate ladder, for sure. Don't, like, you don't want to have any regrets. So there's parties, there's different outings, there's different things that specifically CPs can do. Take every opportunity. If you're available, like you're not working that day, jump on it, because, you know, it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and you don't have any regrets. You can say you did everything, you took classes, you worked, you have plenty of time to run around the parks. Oh, of course, glad to be able to help, you know. Work hard, be on time. You know, it's just one of those things. Yes, absolutely. Ask your advisor. There's different classes at Disney University. That's where also you do your traditions and stuff. That's where it's going to be. You're going to be very familiar with that building. You go there first thing. You know, you guys go to the casting office for your role, but you already have your role, you said, but you're still going to go to the casting office. That's part of, like, the whole event. You know, you're going to be on the bus, and then it's fun, once in a lifetime. I'm so happy for you. It's going to be an awesome experience. Well, I'll be here for sure, you know. You can always, you know, message me. You know, my social medias are linked on my Facebook account, my YouTube channel, you know, also here. You know, you guys can definitely find me if you have any questions and anything, for sure. All my pleasure.
We are moving our proceedings here at the boardwalk incoming station. Hold on to the address. So no comes to stop for our passing the Alpha.
It's cold. See how cold it is. Okay, it's 56. It's dropping quick. Yeah, go ahead and check online as well. Check the Disney College Program website just to make sure. You know, you're gonna just gotta be on top of everybody just to make sure. Springs at night is Too much happening up the boardwalk tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you. Gotcha.
Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. Just make sure. All right, perfect. Glitter. Oh, got the pretty. Oh, is it her prom or something? Or they just get married? Somebody's taking pictures in front of the pretty tree. Oh, they just got married. Fun. Yeah, I think they had that on TV last night, the Disney weddings, like the magical weddings. Oh boy. Yeah, let's see if any of the shops are still open. It is kind of late though, y'all, but we'll see. We've walked the boardwalk late at night before. Definitely do late night. You know, one night we could definitely do Disney Springs, because especially on the weekends it's open until 2 a.m. Eastern time, you know. Because in Florida, you are allowed to serve adult beverages till 2 a.m. Wow, it's cold. Get a scarf. Oh, there's a store still open. Yes. Oh, they're open till 11. Hey. It's warm and delicious in here. Bless you. Hello. Look at all the delicious treats. Cookies. Maybe had a cheat day and ate mashed potatoes today. Let's see all the treats. Oh, this is really cool, you guys. Oh, that's a pretty one. Yes, it is. This is embroidered. This is really nice. This is gorgeous. And it is, it's not bad, $64.99, but it's embroidered. It is beautiful. And it says, yep, 2018 on the front. Yeah, so they got away from back in the day when I was growing up, you know, in the 90s, the 90s, they had like, late 90s, maybe early 2000s. They used to have a lot of the Disney shirts. Yes. I'm trying to see. Oh, wow. I've never eaten at Via Napoli yet. Actually, I've been there because one of my friends works there. I just have not eaten there. I have one of my good friends actually works there. The Edison is opening up New Year's Eve, so I'm pretty excited about that too. They have the same management company. That's why it made me think of that. Via Napoli and Morimoto Asia. They're all kind of managed by the same folks. And the Edison will also be managed by the same folks. So, what's your favorite thing at Via Napoli? Like, I must have. Like, what do I have to try when I go there? Yeah, another cool thing you'll be able to get is a lanyard. We have cast member specific lanyards that only cast members can get, and you can buy that at Company D inside Disney University when you go there. So that'll be fun. Alrighty. Is there anything else we want to see? Alright. It is cold out here. I don't want to go outside. It's pretty quiet. Oh, with their tomato sauce? Okay, that sounds great. I'm just gonna park this for a minute. Alright. It's a very quiet night at the boardwalk. Just grab something out of my backpack. Okay. Oh, yeah, we're gonna walk that way. Give me 1 sec. I was just trying to get this, there we go. Oh, that's jelly rolls. I think they charge a cover, though. They're coming, they're coming. Okie dokie. Alright. Yes. This is a Big River, just a restaurant. It's like they serve a lot of different beers, bar food. It's delicious. My backpack is being really weird today. There we go. Alright, that's what it was. You know what he's... Well, there's some people playing games and stuff. It's not bad. And it is also a Tuesday night. You know, we're not trying to be all crazy. A lot of conventioneers. Oh, I hear music. Oh my gosh, the nightclub is open. I heard it's pretty, like, never busy in there. And I don't think they charge a cover. It says 90s night. Oh my, here we go. Open 9 p.m., 21 and up. So you must have ID. And $3 drafts. Okay. Jelly Rolls is like a dueling piano bar. So for sure. Oh, excellent, Corey. Thank you so much. Yeah, you gotta get all of our friends from Facebook, like Teresa and who else? All the other, I know they charge a cover for Jelly Rolls. I think it's $12 if I'm not mistaken. It's $12, so it's not bad. But dueling piano bars are fun. This is the Atlantic Dance Hall. All right. Oh no, yeah, definitely. I don't think anybody's dancing. I said, you got the music pumping. Nobody's dancing. What's going on? It's awesome. Is it open every day or every day?
Sundays and Mondays.
Sunday and Monday. Okay, every day except Sunday. Is there a cover? No, no cover, you guys. There you go. It's got to be 21. Oh, go ahead. So good, Jenna. Thank you very much. So good, that's good information. Atlantic Dance Hall, no cover. Nobody in there, open nightly except for Sundays and Mondays. And it doesn't cost anything, so that's super awesome. I think, yes. We're gonna go this way first and then end up back at, we'll end up back at Epcot. Yes, we'll go this way and see if we can get some views of the other hotels and stuff. There's, I think Beach Club and Yacht Club. There's Swan and Dolphin. Naturally. We went in there. They had a really cool, I think it was a couple weeks ago. Gosh, it's been a hot minute. But we did another one of these nighttime vlogs, and it was super fun. We did go in there. It was raining too a little bit, like it was drizzling that night. So we can go either left or right to the Swan and Dolphin or the Yacht and Beach Club. So pretty. It's so pretty out. I think you definitely have a lot more like business type people out here. It's definitely some more convention type of place. But it's really pretty. Not on release day. There is Galactic Nights going on the 16th, the Saturday. It's a special ticketed event. You had to pay, you know, an extra. They're having it at Hollywood Studios. They're not actually. Last year they did the movie and then the whole shebang at Hollywood Studios. Like they had the whole March of the First Order, Captain Phasma, and the Stormtroopers came out at Disney Springs, and then they bussed everybody to Hollywood Studios. This year they're kind of doing the same thing, but just at night at Hollywood Studios, the day, the 16th, the Saturday. And I think they're probably sold out by now, but we're just gonna go see the movie on Friday night. After work, we're doing like a 10 o'clock showing. I really wanted to see it Thursday, but you know, bought my tickets the first day they were available, the 12th. We have these 4DX theaters here. Yeah, it's a different crowd for sure. They have more business type people, but it's a good thing, you know. I mean, it's busy all the time. They have a big group that comes in every year, Gardner group. That's one of the ones, like 40,000 people come here, and they mainly stay at the Swan and Dolphin. One of my good friends works banquets there. It's so peaceful and pretty. Can't believe it's winter in Orlando. Yeah, I wish I lived like on property. You know, if I win $5 million, I'll move to Golden Oak. That's the dream, at least. I actually had a guest today that lives there, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so awesome. So I remember him, he comes in every like 2 or 3 months, because he's like, does this get a discount? You know, he's got his Golden Oak super exclusive card. I mean, hey, if you live there, you have your own bus to and fro Disney Springs. You got your own bus coming from Magic Kingdom and all the parks. It's pretty awesome. You know, obviously they get unlimited. Hey, how are you? Welcome to the stream. This is Genevieve, by the way. Trying to get more people come join us here on Facebook, on YouTube. We're so used to everybody hanging out. Yes, well, that's awesome. That is wonderful. Yeah, there you go. No, it's great. I knew a girl actually whose grandparents paid for her college because they had Disney stock. Like, they had bought it back in like the 50s, 60s, you know, when it first came out. And I'm like, yeah, that must have been worth a pretty penny. Yay, 2 weeks. That is awesome. It's so hard to be away from home. You know that I didn't come home once when I was living in Las Vegas to Orlando, because I knew if I did, I would suffer severe homesickness and would want to come back home. So that's pretty much what happened. I came back home for Thanksgiving, and that was it. I had to move back as soon as that happened. It's a little chilly, you guys. Oh my. Seems like it's always cold when we're walking on the boardwalk. Me? No, I am a out of college. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm just giving a lot of advice because I know a lot of CPs and been through it already. So I'm giving all these new people who are gonna be DCPs next spring advice, just from many friends and, you know, from experience. That's funny. Yeah, I wish. I love college. I enjoyed college. If somebody would just pay me to go to school forever, I would do it. I love learning. Chilly. gosh, there's nobody here. We're so alone. No, there's people in there. I see people walking. People are still at the party because it's a very Merry Christmas party night. So Magic Kingdom's open till midnight. Epcot's open late. So, you know, everybody's going to be theme parking it till midnight. So nobody's back yet. Good time to run around a little bit. Not too bad. Yeah, it seemed that way, didn't it? But Disney Springs was busy this morning. That was just my take on it, but I think it's a whole different thing because you have locals too that come, because you know, a lot of people who live around here, they just, sometimes you just don't want to go to the parks, but you still want to have a piece of Disney, you know? Yes. Well, that's what you got to do, you know. Takes you however long it is to finish school, and you know, I sent myself to college, and that's how it is. It takes a while, you know. You got to do what you got to do, but just in the end, finish it. Like same thing with the Disney College program. You don't have to currently be in college. Actually, as long as you were in college 6 months previous, like 6 months before, then you're eligible to do a college program. Because most people, you work full-time basically. When you're in the DCP, you're not actually going to college when you're here. Yes, definitely. I mean, that's a great way to move to Disney, is to become a CP. Yes, you're absolutely right, Tech Amazing. You got that correct. Disneyland is almost 75% locals. They get very little tourists, like 30%. Whereas here, it's almost flip-flopped. Walt Disney World is basically, that's why we don't get too many of the overlays or any of those things. We have to maintain the integrity of the park so people can experience the ride or the attraction for what it was meant to be. Like Haunted Mansion will never get that overlay. You'll have to go to Disneyland to go get that, you know, Holiday Nightmare Before Christmas overlay. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's very, very fun. I suggest everybody, and it's a little bit more affordable too. I know that if you do the CP at, oh, I'm sure he did, because he still works for the company, right, Corey? I think her brother still works for the company. So I think it was quite successful. Yes, you see? He's long time. No, there's a reason why it's one of the best companies in the world to work for. People here have been like, it's not unusual to see 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 years that they've worked. Seniority is like a big thing because nobody leaves. Like if you've started when you were 18, you know, some people started when they're really young. Because back then you could, you know. So, like, I've met people that have, you know, they're celebrating their 20th. We're like, you're not that old. But they started working really young, you know, for the company, and they just stayed. So your anniversary every year, it's as long as you've never left and you work consecutively, counts. Okay, we're going into... no, there's a few guys. Actually, check out, there's quite a few YouTubers. One of them's like Prince Charming Dev. He's in one that's local. He's now just a current cast member, but he did a lot of, yeah, there you go. They did a lot of YouTube videos, and he's a current CP, or who was. Yeah, there are a lot of girls naturally, but there's guys too. Okay, I'm trying to be all crazy, so I'm gonna whisper. Look at the tree, it's so pretty. All right, good night, you guys. If I don't see too many people, do you think I should flip over to Facebook and see if we can invite more folks to join the stream? So pretty. Look at this tree though.
No, I thought that's what he meant by
Yes, I have. Yeah, it's like, wow, it's almost 2 years old now. 14, 3. Yeah, Gringotts, Escape from Gringotts, you mean? Yes, absolutely. It was my pleasure. This is the Yacht Club. Yeah. Well, I will be definitely streaming for the celebration of Harry Potter, which occurs every single January, at the end of January. Look at this beautiful bar here. Actually, lounge. It's gorgeous. The prettiest lounge you ever did see. And then you have the restaurant right in here. We did a stream here the opening day. No, I'm not a CP. I'm a current CM, and the funny thing is I worked for Universal also, so I was a team member and a cast member. There's a lot of crossover, believe it or not, here in Orlando. When I first moved back to Orlando, it's the first job I got. I got full-time position at Universal. I did work there for 1.5 years until I got a position with Disney, and I was doing both for a while, but yeah, I stopped doing both last Christmas because it was just getting too much. You know, it's hard working that much. It was basically 2 full-time jobs, so it was a bit hard. Yeah, it is. It's a thing because, okay, here's the tea. Here's really what happens is you do your CP. You love it here. You can extend for like a year, because I know it's like spring advantage. Spring is like 7, anywhere from 4 months, 7 months to a year. A year is your max that you can extend, and you love it. Let's say you're in entertainment or whatever your area is, and you want to stay, but you have to be able to. There has to be a position open, like a part-time position, full-time position. That's even harder to get. Some people, but they want to stay in Orlando. They don't want to go back. They're just like, they loved it here so much. They just want to stay. You make friends, or, you know, and a lot of people do that. So Universal is really great as far as benefits. There's a lot of crossover. I know so many people that work for both. I alone have at least 20 or 30 friends that we all worked. We're both team member, cast members. There's so much crossover. You think, oh, there's a lot of competition. I'm like, there's a lot of cooperative effort, but as far as team members and cast members, there's a lot, because once a company sees that you're used to, let's say you work for Disney or you're a CP, they know that you're used to the rules. They know that you have to come to work at least an hour or 2 ahead. You know, you're used to having rules. Yeah, exactly. I mean, but no, they can't. It's not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing. I mean, just from working both companies, Universal has, as far as benefits and pay, they actually pay better in a way. Like, as far as benefits are concerned, it's easier for you to go get a part-time or a full-time job with benefits off the street from, yes, Disney stricter, obviously. You know, we are all about be our guest. Guest is number one. It's all about show. It's all about the guest experience. Your only job in life is to make magic. You have to never forget that. Oh, thank you, Corey. So I've worked for both. The benefits were great, like insurance. Like, I got the job off the street, moving back, you know, here. When I worked for Universal, I got it like just like that, you know, and you know, it was full-time with benefits. You will be hard pressed to find a full-time position, much less a part-time position with benefits at Disney right off the bat. It's very hard to get. So Universal, honestly, because Disney is 20% off normally, unless you've been with the company 3 years, and it's 35%. Universal, you get 35% right off the bat. Like, right off the bat. Like, you just got hired today, 35% off. Then Christmas time, it's 50% off. So if you really want to load up on wands and robes and those type of items, go crazy, because that's the time to buy your robe, because it's like 120 bucks. Yeah. Right now Disney is 40% for Christmas, but there's certain things that you can't get, obviously, like super high-end items, collectibles. Like I've wanted the Sword of Gryffindor for a while, but it's expensive. It's like 250 bucks, and it's technically collectible, so you can't use your discount. But anything you can wear, jewelry, Rowena Ravenclaw's diadem, Salazar Slytherin's locket, Marvola Gaunt's ring, because technically it's jewelry. You can use your discount on that. That kind of thing. Yeah, so you definitely, that's perks, theme park perks. And that's why I think a lot of my friends, a lot of us work at both, because of the fact that if you have both, then you never have to buy a pass. Oh, and Universal too is very liberal with the free passes. Disney's a little bit stricter. And I'm, trust me, I am not a back of the house. I am a front of house person. You kill them with kindness. If you greet somebody with a smile and a happy attitude, it's really hard for them to treat you bad, because then they seem like they're a jerk. You know what I mean? Like if they're smiling, hey, how are you doing? Welcome home. If you shower them with that kind of positivity right off the bat, you're just like, okay, it's harder for them to be mean to you. You know what I mean? You got to grow a thick skin. I get that, you know, in being in guest service my whole life, you have to. But in the end, you have to remember people are having, like, you know, they're tired, they're hungry, they're confused, they're lost. You know, you just have to think. Exactly. You know, just like at Best Buy. I can imagine Black Friday must be crazy over there. People are lost, confused. You know, I want to buy it all. It's just, yeah, it's anywhere you do guest service, you know. It's just the same rules. Disney's just 10 times magnified. You have to really, honestly, but the thing is, the love of Disney is what unifies us all, that we love this company so much. Oh, they do. Of course they do. It's just like any place. This pool is so stunning. Can't wait till a little bit warmer. I do want to do a staycation out here. Yeah, they're called leaders here. They're not managers, they're leaders. You have leaders and coordinators. Like, the coordinators are like your hourly type managers. They're like a higher level hourly, like, but they're a regular cast member with more capability, you know, like an hourly key card type holder manager. And your managers are leaders, that you call them leaders. Yeah. It's so pretty. That pool is amazing. Look how crystal clear it is, you guys. It's like that sandy bottom beach. I think the beach club has the best pool. It does. Don't get me wrong, I love me the Polynesian, but it's like a mini water park in here, you know. They have the lazy river, they have, you know, sand bottom pools. It's just super fun. Yeah, you can see it's very still. Yeah, the lights are gorgeous. Haven't even walked by the pirate ship yet. Ship shape. It's like a spa. People are working out at the gym. Good for you. I mean, you walk around the park all day. That's 20,000 steps. Yes, but you don't want to do it in the sassy, sarcastic way. Yes, this way. Or a full Vanna, you could do too, because it's rude in some cultures to point with one finger. So, and you will do it for the rest of your life. It will just be there. There are certain Disney-isms that you will never get out of your system. And it's not a bad practice. Ooh, arcade. Air hockey, fun. I smell burgers. It smells delicious. We're entering, or we're getting close to Beaches and Cream. It smells delicious. Still have to come eat here one of these days. And they're open from 11 to 11. That's easy enough to remember. There's that kitchen sink. Yummy. It smells delicious though. Packed in there. Everybody's hungry. We'll have to come in here one of these days and actually eat. But there's more pool over here. Yeah, you can walk up over. Custodial is fun too. One of my really good friends, when he was in a CP, he was in custodial. And you'd think, oh, you don't want to do that. It's the funnest, actually. He had fun, I said that's the word, but he had a great time because you have more freedom. You can, let's say you're a certain land, let's say you're at Fantasyland or whatever. You can just walk around everywhere. Like, you get to see everything, and it was a good time. Here's Ariel's Grotto. And then this is Martha's Vineyard. It's just another one of the bars. Trying to see what that one said. Yes. Yes, absolutely. It smells really good in here. The smells. Cape May. That's another popular restaurant. I'm slowly eating my way around Walt Disney World. So you also get, it's just the discounts are amazing. That's the perks. You know, you think of why you're working so hard. You gotta remember why. You have the perks. You can come to the parks any day you want, anytime, all day, every day. You know, you have amazing perks that nobody else can have. Within reason, of course. You can't say no. You have to say, let me find out for you. You can't say you don't know. Be like, let me find out for you. I'm not quite sure, but I will find out the answer for you. You know, just like at most customer service jobs, guest service jobs, you just want to, if you're not sure, ask a leader. I always say it's not up to you to solve the world's problems. If you really don't know, you ask. See how cool this pool is? There's a little slide right there. Yeah, they can't really say no. They have to, you know, let me find out for you within reason. Safety first. You know, there's rules. Absolutely, absolutely. Of course. It's everywhere you go. You're gonna have like good eggs and bad eggs everywhere you go. You're gonna have bad eggs too that are, you know, should be following the rules and being friendly. Like I said. So that's a caramel. Oh, it's the gingerbread house. The display in here is the, oh, it's a Lilo and Stitch themed, Ohana themed gingerbread house. That's what smells so delicious. This is Cape May Cafe right here. Super popular. So now we're inside Beach Club. And this is the Christmas Carousel. There's Stitch. Experiment 626. And there's hidden Mickeys within the horses. There's different ones. See, there's the gold Mickey right there. I'm gonna zoom in. See the little gold one right there? There's a bunch of them running around. So I think there's 20. Just gotta look for them all. There's little gold hidden Mickeys. See, it's Mele Kalikamaka. There you go. Oh. Yes, not everybody knows everything. We have these little sheets that have like times, where to get a churro, things like that. It's called a telecast, but you don't know everything. There's so many things. Your leaders are supposed to inform you of these things during like your pre-shift meeting every day, but you know, you don't get to do that every single day. There's some things you don't know. Yeah, I got a Junie and Burke one. I got the 45th anniversary Haunted Mansion one. I still have my pass holder tag from before I was a cast member, so I just tapped it on there. But yeah, I mean, they don't know anything, but they can look it up for you. We have the little iPads, you know what I mean? Yeah, I love the Junie. This one is probably the most expensive magic band that I own. Oh, you know what's missing? The little Junie thing fell off. Uh-oh. Yes, it's actually at 2 now, so, you know, that's a legitimate question. Just saying. Because during the holidays, during Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, as well as Very Merry Christmas Party, the 3 o'clock parade is at 2. Yes. Haunted Mansion is my all-time favorite ride. Oh, my phone is on low. My watch is on, my Apple Watch is like nearly dead. It's been running since 4:30 this morning, but I normally do have my Haunted Mansion tightrope walking girl. Daisy is my background normally. So there's Lilo. Lilo doesn't look right. She looks different. Something about Lilo. She doesn't look right. Like her normal self. Pretty though. It smells so good. It's beautiful. There's Stitch.
Now they just come up with 0 calories. So it tastes like crap. Yeah, I know.
Not at all locations. Leaders do. Technically, it's not part of your costume. You can't. My location at Disney Springs allows me to, so it really just depends on your location. But if it's specifically themed costume, probably not. There's a whole book called, you know, it's the whole thing about Disney look. It's very intensive down to the nitty gritty. Men, like, let's say you wanted to grow out your beard or your goatee or whatever, you can have facial hair, that's fine. Has to be a 1/4 inch. Like, has to be a 1/4 inch. No, I am, like, this is what I'm here for. I love answering questions because I am chock full of information. It's just all in my head. You know, but no, I love answering questions for you guys. But let's say you were trying to grow it out, you can't come in and work all patchy. You have to either have it all grown out, or you take a week or shave it all off. Either you're clean shaven, and let's say it takes you a week to grow a beard. You can't do it until it's all grown in. You can't come to work all patchy. They'll make you shave it off. Because I've had that, friends of mine had that happen. It just didn't look right, and they're like, nope, it's looking patchy. Here, go shave your face. But it's very strict. You know, there's a certain look that you're supposed to be able to do. You know, obviously no visible tattoos or piercings. That's a big question. You already answered that on your web interview, I'm sure. Yes. If you're in food and beverage, you can't wear makeup because it's going to get into the food. So you have to wear the like long sleeves. All costumes have a long sleeve option. So it could be 100 degrees outside if you have to. So you have to wear, like, cover it up. You can't be wearing makeup. Well, good. Then it's a silly question, though, isn't it? That's right. I don't have any either. Never have, never will. Because I just know that, you know, I've always worked for companies that's not allowed. So you can't have that. But you have an option, so you can cover yourself up if you want. That way, you know, like lifeguards and stuff, they have like long sleeves and stuff. So you're good. You don't have to worry about it. All right, hang on. I need a battery. I think we're just, these fuel rods are they're getting toasty. But that's okay. I brought a spare today. I hope so too. We all have Apple Watches here. A lot of us do. But my location, almost everybody at my job has an Apple Watch. We just love it. I love it. I still have a Gen 1. I love this thing. Yeah, I have a Gen 1. Yeah. I mean, it's a oldie but goodie. But I love it. You know, I love it. It's nearly dead. Nearly dead. She's got no juice in it. Oh no, you have to have your own watch, obviously. I mean, there's certain positions that there's certain rules that you are allowed to wear a watch. You know, but mostly you're not. Oh, that's a hard one. Entertainment's a whole different ball game. I mean, they know that when you get your auditions, because they have to audition for those roles. So definitely there's, you know, lots of research to do if you want to do something like that. Mostly the costumes cover it, or you wouldn't be cast if you had anything visible like that. You wouldn't even get the role. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't worry about that. And they're very specific when it comes to that. You can't say either that, oh, I'm here to do this person or that person. It's basically what they see you as. So like, don't come into an audition saying, I want to be Ariel, I want to be this person. You just basically, you audition, and then what they see you as is what you're gonna get cast. There's no, that's never a good idea to go in there like in full costume or, you know, being that specific character. They will figure out, the directors, casting directors and stuff will figure out what they see you as. Okay, oops. I'm charging this baby up here. Perfect. Absolutely. This way, I think I've never, you know, gotten crazy with tattoos or anything like that, or piercings, because I've always been in guest service and I've always been in, you know, that type of position that I've never had to. Yes. Yeah, they do that check too, just to make sure. I'm sure they do. Yeah. Some of them you are allowed. I mean, if you've ever been on YouTube as you are right now, there's a lot of cast members that vlog their experience. There's certain things that you are allowed to vlog, and there's certain things that you're not. But there's a ton. I mean, the great resource for research is YouTube, because there's a ton of DCPs that are currently in the program, and it's a great resource for you to learn if you have any questions. And they are allowed to vlog. You know, you're not allowed to vlog backstage while you're working, any of that kind of stuff, but like they have a lot of like activities, picnics, fun stuff like that, hanging around the park. You know, you're gonna know what you are and aren't allowed to say, especially if you're in entertainment and stuff like that. So no, there's a plethora of people. There's guidelines, of course, but you're even allowed to vlog like traditions. If you're a DCP, there's a ton of those on YouTube. So they'll tell you you're allowed, sure. Because I videoed mine, I vlogged my traditions, and I have it on there. They'll tell you you're super, oh look, Star Wars trivia, you are allowed. So they will tell you. Okay, we got some trivia here, guys. Oh, here we go. Who can answer this trivia? What are the two sides of the Jedi Order? Who is Anakin's Jedi Master? Obi-Wan Kenobi. Finish this quote. Blank or blank, there is no do or do not, there is no try. Master Yoda. Which Sith Lord... Oops, sorry. Okay. I'm trying to read your comments. Okay. Which Sith Lord is known for his dual lightsabers? Oh, Darth Maul. Easy. Who is Kylo Ren's father? Really? The question. Han Solo. Who is Anakin's Padawan? Depends on your role. Who is Anakin's Padawan? Who was Anakin's Padawan?
Okay, you ready?
Was bonus. Two sides of the Jedi Order. The Jedi and the Sith, or they're talking about Master and Apprentice? I need my answers. Can you guys help me answer these questions? I'm kind of confused. Oh, the Jedi Order. What are the two sides of the Jedi Order? Two sides? What do you mean? I don't know if they mean Master and Apprentice. Get me all confused there. And then who is Anakin's Padawan? Did he take one?
Next question, please.
It's all right. No problem.
See, now you're going to make me look it up. 2, we decided, oh, that's Obi-Wan Kenobi. Finish this quote, do or do not, there is no try. That's from Master Yoda. And then which Sith Lord is known for his dual lightsabers? That is Darth Maul. And then who is Kylo Ren's father? Han Solo.
Let me see if she found that. Does that point to
Question. Yeah. Now we're going to have to look that 2 up there. Very interesting. All the delicious smells, so. Yeah. Oh, no snackies. I think we've gotten to the end over here, so we'll keep walking. This is like a little quick serve place that's still open late, so you can get your coffee and late night snacks. I just bought that hoodie last week. It's very warm and fluffy. Very nice. They got some really cool merch. There's just... yeah, it all depends on your role, because there's also hourly employees. There's salary exempt, which is more like leaders, managers, that kind of thing. There's also tipped employees. Florida's a tip allocated state, so it depends. You make most of your money on tips, so there's different categories, but I think most theme parks are pretty the same. They're competitive, so very similar. It's all about loving what you do, though, you know. And there's usually plenty of hours to go around. I would always go to your direct leader first, but they're also an open door policy, so if you're not comfortable with that leader, you can talk to a different one. You know, your coordinator, a different leader. You have multiple leaders in your location. So if you're not comfortable with one, you're more comfortable with another, you have the right to do that. Or if you want to go above their head, you can do that. You know, it's all about... yes. Absolutely, girl. Absolutely, Corey. I am ready. I've got my tickets. I've got my outfit. Because I got my little porg sweater. I have a little... sweater that I got that had cute little porgs on the collar that I wore for the, I'm going to be wearing that tomorrow. I actually have a Star Wars dress I was going to wear for the opening, but it's a little chilly, so I just might wear my little porg sweater. Yes, a coordinator is like your hourly manager kind of person. They're also a cast member wearing the same costume as you. They're just a little higher up. They have a little pin that says coordinator. So they could do like money, like an hourly key card manager that can give discounts or whatever, you know what I mean? Like help you with your drawer, stuff like that. You know, like that kind of thing. Leaders are your managers. You have multiple managers usually, like your assistant manager, general manager, couple assistants, you know? Yeah, exactly. Just different hierarchy. But they're all there to help you out. I mean, Walt Disney World has 80,000, close to 80,000 cast members. So there's many, many resources. Most everything is on the intranet, it's on the hub. So I'm still learning how to maneuver that thing. Oh, you're so sweet. You are very sweet. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's chilly out here. Yes, you know, any work experience that you have, especially dealing with guest service customer experience, is invaluable. You will take that with you everywhere you go and make friends. You know, it makes it so much more bearable to come to work if you love coming to work, and you're gonna make friends. You're all here doing programs, you know, and then you'll get some cast members that, oh, you know, they're kind of ornery, and you know, they don't like them. They're like, oh, you know, there's like the presumption that, oh, the CPs are just here to party, they're not here to work hard and stuff like that. Be the difference, because they have been burned in the past. You know, there are people that come here, they just want to party and not work and do that kind of thing, and there are rules, you know. I mean, you can't leave your team hanging, just like you wouldn't just not show up to work, and you can't do that. I mean, that's one way to get termed. Termed is what you call getting fired. You know, if you call out sick and then go to the parks, fired, basically. You know, you can't do stuff like that. There's rules to be followed. So, you know, if you abide by the rules, you have plenty of fun. You're gonna have plenty of things to do. There's just so much to do. You just have to follow the rules. And the rules are pretty clear cut, you know. If you have a question, ask. There's points. We have a point system too, but I think CPs, a college program, do not get points. Only regular cast members do. Basically, like, if you're calling out because you're sick, then it's a point. There's not a question, whatnot. There's no, you know, coming up with excuses. You call out, you call out. That's your points. That's your prerogative. You know what I mean? But after a certain amount, you get written up, or you're just fired or termed. But, you know, you're an adult. Everybody's an adult. So there's just rules. You have to learn the rules. Make sure you manage your time wisely. I think they do. I believe they do. It's equal opportunity employer. I would definitely apply, because I have seen special needs cast members. I have, because there's a job for everybody. There's many, many different things you could do. This Yachtsman menu, though, yum. These steaks always look so delicious. So I'll have to eat there one of these days. I know they do. Here's Cruise Cup, another late night bar that's attached to the Yachtsman. I think most bars are open till 1, but the hotel, yeah, because the Florida liquor licenses, they serve till 2, but I believe they're open till 1 a.m. I mean, you're at your resort, you know. You just have to walk to your room. It's not very, and then some people in conventions and stuff, so it's open late. At least midnight for sure. When I was at Wilderness, it was open till 1, or till midnight. I think, I know for sure they do, Corey. Yes, they have many different jobs that they could do. I've seen plenty of folks all over property doing different things. Absolutely. So pretty. I don't know what they put in these air fresheners here. It smells amazing in here. Just Very orangey and fresh. These resorts smell delicious. Okay, we're back at Yacht Club. I'm gonna have to go outside and go back through the boardwalk. Back to Epcot. Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna brave the weather. It's a little chilly. Okay. Quiet. Goodness. Pants make the difference. Last time I came, I think I was still wearing shorts. You did? Yes, you have pins that they give you before your shift. Certain jobs, certain roles, you cannot. Because you can't wear a lanyard or a you know, the little belt thing or, you know, around your waist. You just can't wear them because of the job that you perform due to safety, because safety begins with me, and safety is your #1 key. You have to make sure certain jobs, sure, you're allowed to have pins and they wear lanyards and stuff. There's the pirate ship. That's also the slide. Nobody's swimming, obviously. It's a little cold. Hurricane Hannah's. That's the bar right over there. That's where we just came from. There's the launch. There's the boat. Yeah. We're probably headed back to Epcot. We'll go back to the main dock. Oh, it's docking again, though. No, you don't. That's a separate, just like DVC is a separate job. There's also different kiosks for like the Chase Visa. That's a separate job. There's kiosks for that. Then that's just all you do. They have like a specific one that they, that you see them around. They're just like Disney Chase Visa. That's like a specific job. No, they don't. It's not true. It's just, yeah, they're probably working at the Disney Chase Visa section of it. This is just the barge people getting off. I think they're gonna go back that way. And walk all the way around. Just get back to him when he's going. No, just walk around. He did. It's nice. He's just hitting that horn hard there. Chilly. Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's why Disney's a leader as far as guest service is concerned. We know how to do that well. And training and development. And the companies come here to actually learn how to provide guest service like Disney does. It's actually one of the classes that they have, or seminars that they teach other companies that want to, you know, model themselves after Disney. Because why not? You know, make people happy. That's part of your any business that you have. It's like the training, the development, the tools, how things are done. You know, I mean, most things in the rule book, like for Disney, look, all those rules are common sense. You know, it's not anything totally out of this world that's going to be shocked or different. You know. It's common sense in any workplace, corporate or otherwise. Safety is your number one key. You know that you follow your 4 keys. That's the number one. Yeah. Disney. Yep, exactly. Institute is corporate. Yep. Lots of companies learn how to do it right. It's surprising how in such a short amount of time you make a lot of friends. Like, I'm going, oh, I have a friend that works there and there. Soon you realize, gosh, you know, like, people everywhere, and that's great, you know. Friend that works at ESPN. I have another friend, a couple of friends that work at Abracadabra. It's just, it is a small world after all. Once you get to know, especially in your line of work, like if you're in food and beverage, you're gonna get to know other food and beverage people. It's a very small world. It's been busy. It's been busier this year than it was last year. It hasn't stopped. We started everything super early this year. August 15th, the Halloween decorations went up. August 25th was the very first Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. August 31st was when Food and Wine started. So it's basically just ramping up earlier and earlier every year. So we're not having that slow time right now. This is our busiest time of year until January 7th. That's when it starts slowing down a smidge, is like that second week in January after the holiday. Another good week to come when it's not busy is actually the week, what was it? Thanksgiving? No. Thanksgiving Day was busy, but not, it was the day before Thanksgiving, and of course Black Friday was insane. I always work Friday mornings. It's always insane. The last 2 years with Black Friday has been crazy busy. Yes, it's just been busy. Like, once the holiday hits, literally from September on, once Food and Wine and Mickey's Not So Scary starts, it doesn't stop. It's season. September starts your season. Obviously, October, November, December, forget about it. Because that's when you're like in full season. Right now, we're in season. This is the busiest. Yeah, that's what today, my general manager today said, yeah, this is our busiest time of year till January 7th. As far as numbers, reservations, everything. I'm like, yep. Not been a slow day for a while, you know. There was those couple weeks I wasn't able to stream because I was working so much. Thanksgiving weekend, I worked 4 doubles, back to back to back. So I slept very little for those 4 days. I just worked. But you know, that's what you get to do. Sometimes a 365-day-a-year place. People come here once in their life, or they're there for their vacation. How do they get judged? What do you mean, like, for when you apply for the job? Or you mean CPs, like college program kids versus regular cast members? No, like I was saying, like some regular cast members who are like part-time or full-time, who are not college program cast members. They're like people who live here and just work here. They are some of them are very critical because you're, you know, used to like the CPs who don't work, they party and that kind of thing. That's why there's rules in place now that you can't give away chefs, stuff like that. You don't actually get points to use if you're a college program kid, stuff like that. Like you have to go to work. You can swap a shift, but I don't think you can give them away, because there were so many people that were just like, they really were just here to party. They come from an affluent family, like they weren't really needing the money, but you have to work. You're here to work. And they take your rent from your paycheck, so you have to make sure you have enough money to pay your rent. So that's why there's just rules in place now with making sure people work. I mean, when you do the college program, you're here to work. You're not going to college. If you're in attractions, yeah, you will not be working. If you're in food and beverage, you can't swap and work attractions a different day. Attractions is huge. It's because it's a safety thing. You have to be trained and assess. You can't work different locations unless you pass an assessment for that location. You understand? So, like, let's say you work the Jungle Cruise, and that's your normal location. You can't just work at Haunted Mansion unless you pass that assessment. Yeah. You have to be able to pass. You know, like, I couldn't just decide I could work at Abracadabra one day. I have to make sure, you know, you have to know that menu, you have to know the drinks, you have to know everything. You have to do assessments, and Disney assessments are no joke. They're very hard. You know, you have to study, you have to know. My assessment was timed. Not just was it hard, it's like a final. Basically, it's a final. You had, you know, like, let's say it was like menu. For me, it was a menu, knowing every ingredient that was in the menu, and it was slides, had pictures, and I had to name every ingredient in every slide, and I had a minute per slide. It was timed. It was insane, you know, super, super intense, but you could definitely do that. There's the more you say you want to be cross-trained, the more you want to learn, the more marketable you are. Just say, you know, for me, it's easiest, yeah, let's say you work in attractions and you learn because there's different positions. There's like load. I'm not as familiar just from what I know because I've never worked attractions. There's different positions. You're going to train in all the positions. There's tower, there's load, there's all different things. But yes, let's say you're trained in one. If there's an opportunity to cross-train somewhere else, always take it. Absolutely. Like my friend Robert, he's worked at 9 different locations on property. So people always calling him, hey, can you work tonight? Because he's trained in all those different locations. I don't know if you can cross-train to a whole different role, you understand? Like your food and beverage, you would have to transfer to attractions. So you can always ask your leaders, but like you can probably cross-train for other locations, but within your line of business. You're going to learn that when you take your Welcome to Operations class. Yeah, you can, but that's the beauty of Disney. If you're like a full-time cast member, you can always get a different job every 6 months. You're allowed to transfer every 6 months. As long as you're in good standing, your attendance is good, you've not been written up, anything like that. If there's an opportunity that's open, you can apply for it. You can apply for transfer. You can transfer jobs every 6 months. I don't think you could do that as a college program person, but if you are a cast member, you can. So, you know, it's like you're never going to get bored, honestly. If you don't like your location, you want to try something else, apply for something else. Like in 6 months, you want to try something completely different. You're allowed to do that, and that's awesome. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I would just definitely ask questions, and if they have an opportunity for you to cross-train and you say, I really want to work in attractions, do it, you know, because they always need people. There's always going to be extra hours, especially during the holidays, you know. Okay, we're inside the boardwalk. Boardwalk Inn. So pretty. Oh, the gingerbread house is up. I don't think it was up the last time I was here. other side.
You remember the year
That's just
Todd
the
made the Festivus tree and he took it to work.
cute.
Festivus pole. The Festivus pole.
Very cool. Oh, yeah. This I remember from last time I was here. Because I try to remember where they're all at. Fuel rod charger. There's the only place here on the boardwalk is inside the boardwalk inn. The only fuel rod charger. I think we should be okay, actually. I don't know. Do you have any other questions? We're gonna head back to Epcot, actually. So I'm just gonna head back to Epcot because we are. We don't want to miss the boat, or else we'd have to walk back. It's a little chilly, but we can. It's not a long walk or anything. This is the Boardwalk Inn. Oops. Sorry.
Here are your steps again. Yeah, I made it. Oh my God. Alrighty.
Feeling the burn. Oh, what are we ringing the bell for? Is that the boat? Is that the last boat? Hang on. Yeah, they do the movies on the lawn right here too. Super fun. At night, like at 8 o'clock or every night, just like they do for most resorts. Oh, the bell, I wasn't sure. I think it was just the boat. I was wondering what it was too. I'm like, what's the bell? What's the bell? Yeah, they'll be back in a minute. The other boat. It's so cold and chilly. All right. Oh, maybe it was, yeah, sometimes when you walk by the side of the buildings, it's just weird. Yeah, you can't use Wi-Fi at all if you're live streaming. You just have to run on a straight internet connection. Oh, yes, yes. We go and take, what time is it? First we have to take, oh, we better go take the boat back. We gotta get back to the car. Are you, do I have to just walk back to, I parked at Epcot, so.
Epcot's closed. They're not going to let you back into Epcot.
Okay. Shoot.
Yeah, the park closed at 11:30 tonight.
Okay, it was 4 minutes ago.
Yeah.
All right, how do I get back to the parking lot?
You can try to go over there to see if security will let you in.
Okay.
But if not, they might send you back. You might have to take a cab over there. But I'd go over there and talk to security.
Okay.
Yeah.
That way, right?
Yeah, just take the sidewalk right.
Okay. I thought it closed at midnight. Because we gotta get back to our wheels here, folks. You know, we parked in the parking lot. I just need to get back to the parking lot. We weren't checking the time. Yeah. Well, the park should, yeah, it closed at 11:30, but, you know, the park is open an hour after. You never do. That's worse. Yeah, you just, it's your day off, you're a guest. We're not working. You're just you. Ooh, it's chilly. Okay. We just gotta get back to the close at 11:30. Shoot. I hope they'll let me back in just to go back out, because I parked there. I just need to get back to my car. Very important.
So we don't take it for granted. As competitors, we're excited about it. As professionals, we know that preparation is going to be required. So we'll spend the rest of this time putting ourselves in a great position to perform in the manner in which we desire to.
No. I mean, you can use the fast pass system. Your main gate's just like a pass, just like a regular ticket. So you can use the My Disney Experience app and make a fast pass. That's what we all do. There's really no, I mean, if you know somebody who's working that day at that position, at that specific attraction, maybe, but they rotate. So your friend that works at that specific attraction is not going to be in that position forever. Like in that, you know what I mean? They switch spots. I think Universal, that's a little easier. At Disney, it's a little bit harder. So, yeah, you just basically use your fast pass. You just have to be savvy about knowing how to, you know, do them ahead of time. And if you know you're going to be off that day, go make fast passes. I make my fast passes like as fast as I can. You know, if I know I'm off Tuesdays, I made mine like a week or so ago. Sometimes you can do them the day of too, so it's not a big deal. Oh gosh, I hope they let us back to the car. This is terrible. Oh no, oh no. I love how they have the little signs everywhere. Floridians know better than to venture into bushes and water. You just don't do it. They have to have signs everywhere. Oh dear. Okay. Gosh, I hope they let me back in. I'm going to cry if I don't. Okay, like running, run walking, run walking. Oh. I don't think I'm in a maze. I'm in Create. Is that where I park? Yeah. Sure, that's admission, like ticketing and stuff. I mean, you use your magic bands everywhere. Inside the ride, inside the gate. Oh, ding ding. Okay. And security, and then you have your ticketing people. Shoot, I really hope they let me back in because I'm going to cry. Otherwise, I need to get back to my car. Oh no. I have a question. Hey. How do we get back to the parking lot? Because I came out this way. Yeah, I parked in Create.
Oh yeah. Do you have any bags or anything?
Yeah. Here. Oh yeah, please do. I was taking too long at the boardwalk, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I missed the time. I'm just running to the parking lot, I promise. Too much time looking at all the gingerbread houses and the trees. I lost track of time. I'm like, it's so pretty.
Totally reasonable.
It smells so good in there.
It does.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Have a great night, you guys. Appreciate it. That away. All right. We're in, you guys. It was so nice of them. We're not trapped at Epcot all night. All right. They're so sweet. You see? They were nice. Yes, because remember Disney Springs is full of like stores. It's got, I haven't been to Disney Springs recently since it's been remodeled the last 2 years. There's like a whole mall in there now. It's like a dining, shopping, entertainment destination. So we've got like a Mac, a Sephora, we've got a Superdry, Under Armour, Uniqlo. We've got a whole bunch of retail shops over there. So it's busy, you know. Okay, let's go this way because it's faster. Yes, faster this way. Oh yeah, well there you go. So you know, so you probably don't, do you remember when it was Pleasure Island and stuff and it was like clubs and you had to pay to get in? It was crazy. I remember that back in the day. Before they did the remodel. It was kind of very difficult to get to. Well, it was under construction for 3 years. Yeah. Oh. So you remember Pleasure Island and all of that stuff, Downtown Disney, when it was still Downtown Disney. It was crazy. So much better that it is what it is now. Everybody says it should have been that way from the first place. Because you have people now who want to come here just to come here, like locals and people who just want to shop and not have to pay to get in and go clubbing, because it wasn't busy back then. Now this is just much better. You did a good job. God, it's so creepy. Yes, theirs is called Downtown Disney, actually. Yep. Splitsville is about to open there next month, so they're opening a Splitsville down there, as well as like I think a Jamie Oliver's, like a burger place that's being opened by the same folks who run Splitsville, so that should be really, really awesome. It's so quiet because now there's nobody here. They just closed Epcot down, you guys. This is the best time of night. It's very peaceful. We are in Canada, passing by Le Cellier. Delicious, delicious steaks. Yes. Well, we're more spread out here, so it's kind of hard to do all the decorations in one full sweep, you know? I mean, we just did all the boardwalk decorations. And you gotta hit up every resort, and there's like a million of them, so. I do too. So sad about that. But at least part of Streets of America is open now with the opening of Grand Avenue, since they have the Open Baseline Tap House out there. It's like the little beer, walk-up beer kind of place. It's like California beers or West Coast beers. But there you go. This is a very unique perspective. Epcot at night. Like closing. We're closing the park down. Oh my gosh, right? Spectra Magic? I think they still do Spectra, don't they? At Disneyland? Nope, okay. World of Color. Paint of the Night? Yeah, see, I knew it. Hey, Spaceship Earth, look at you. You are so pretty. Okay, this is what the park, here, this is where we were, you guys. Waited about an hour to get into, this is where you wait for the Fast Pass area. So it's right next to the tree, next to this shop. It's in between the two shops, but this is your Fast Pass area for Illuminations. Oh, goodness. I still hear test track going. Well, if you make it in line before 11:30, you have to ride. So, as long as you're in the queue. This is the best time of night. We have the whole park to ourselves. Oh no. Oh, that's so sad. Yeah, that's kind of like our remnant dragon in Pandora. He's like the only stone dragon that's left over from Beastly Kingdom that never was. At Animal Kingdom. He's on the bridge to Pandora right next to Tiffin's Nomad Lounge. So you can see the little stone dragon there. He's like the one left over. See, they have this separate Disney Vacation Club kiosk. They also had the Visa Chase kiosks. I know you were asking me about that earlier. I saw one today here. Just don't know where it was. We might see it on the way out. Bye, Goof. We don't know. I think we're gonna find out. I think we might get an announcement in November, right? Not November. What am I thinking? July? Yeah, next D23, July, it'll be in the summer. But there's so many changes, as you know, from this last D23 last summer during the Parks and Resorts panel with Bob Chapek. Like, Epcot's getting everything with their, Guardians of the Galaxy ride at Ellen's Universe of Energy, Ratatouille. We're getting like the major overhaul here at Epcot. It's like the facelift. I know I was really sad about Great Movie Ride. I got my Great Movie Ride, goodbye shirt. I rode it 3 times, maybe 4 that week. 4 times, and I was there the last day. Everybody was there too. So sad, Always makes me sad. Mouse Gear, they had rose gold ears a couple days ago and I checked. Really? I know. I need to go visit Disneyland. It's been a while, honestly, since I've been there. I always want to come in October because I want to see the Haunted Mansion overlay. But it's a very, and then we have the new Mission Space. I know they have the non-Dizzy one. Yeah, I'll have to see maybe next year, sometime in October, November maybe, if I can ever get time off. Because that's a busy time here, like between Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. But I do want to go visit Disneyland then, because I want to see the overlay and go to Mickey's Halloween party. I don't know, that's what I heard is our Halloween party's a little bit better, but I don't know. I have to judge. Electrical umbrellas right here. Yeah, I think it's still open. Yeah. There's still people in there eating. But I think they stopped serving because the park closed at 11:30. So they're just letting people finish up their meals. Naturally. I've never eaten in there as far as, you know, quick serve. I usually like to eat at World Showcase just because it's delicious. There's your bubblegum wall for your Instagrammers there. Yes, electric umbrellas, quick service. Yes, it is. We're gonna get to be looking at the best views of Spaceship Earth here. Oh, hello. I see you, Spaceship Earth. You look amazing and beautiful. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Postcard picture. She's so pretty. That's the one thing that Universal doesn't have a lot of, is the animatronic rides. That's why I love like the Seuss High in the Sky trolley ride. That was cute. And E.T., it's like the only one left. It's all like 3D simulator type rides, you know? That's why I love that about Disney. Our dark rides, and Disneyland's dark rides are amazing. You know, a lot of your queues are outside. A lot of your Alice in Wonderland is outside. Look at all the sweaters all lined up out there. They're making a killing on hoodies, y'all, because all the hoodies lined up. Oh yeah, years ago. You need space, you know, just like anything. They always need more space to build things, so they get rid of things, and you're like, no. I know. I think I posted, oh no, I was speaking to one of my regulars at work about, they sent a survey out to certain pass holders of if these were, which one would you pick? Disney Interactive Park, Disney Kaleidoscope Park, there was like a bunch of them. If you just Google possible Disney Hollywood Studios names or renames, it's on there, because it was a bunch of people posted on it, because it was, some of them got the survey, and those were the names, possible names of the parks that they had asked, which one do you like the best? Hey Flower, hey Thumper, aren't you guys adorable? Yeah, and one of them was like Disney Kaleidoscope Park. It's pretty funny. Oh, here we are. International Festival of the Holidays. They're trying, or Disney Interactive Park, because mainly the whole theme of studios was that it was being in the movies, you know, live the movies, be in the movies, that kind of thing. But now that that's pretty much a reality, you know, it's not science fiction anymore, so they're trying to basically find a new theme where you're immersed. It's like an immersive experience kind of thing, you know. Good night, thank you. There's a little festival of the holidays. They always have it up there, food and wine, different ones. But I don't know, look up all those names. What do you think would go well? I don't know, I wasn't sold on any of them. There was like Kaleidoscope, Interactive Park, gosh, there was a bunch of different ones. Oh, there's actually going to be a land. I mean, Toy Story Land is in Pixar place where Toy Story Mania is now at Studios. So If you see it now, like all the walls are up, but that whole place where Toy Story Mania's entrance is going to be in the back. So it's going to be part of that, you know, Slinky Dog coaster. You're going to have the little alien attack ride. There's going to be 2 new rides, the coaster and the little alien ride. And of course, Toy Story Mania. And then I'm sure they're going to move the meet and greet for Woody and Buzz's meet and greet. But it's all going to be inclusive in that. You leaving? Okay. We're going to wave to the tram. Nobody's on the tram. It's faster to walk, you guys. Just saying. It is not that far. That's why I don't mind staying late at Epcot, because you can walk to your car. It is not that hard. It's not that far. No, they were letting us park up close and personal today when I got here, because it was the afternoon. So it wasn't late at all. Hands, arms. Oop, keys. There you go. Takes you longer to take the tram than it is to walk. Plus walking keeps you warm. Oop, trying to read what that says. It does. It really, really does. Magic Kingdom is the hardest park to get out of. It's like the struggle. If you get stuck there at park close and you're not at the Contemporary, it's gonna take you never, ever, ever, ever take the monorail. You know, hopefully you're at the Polynesian or one of the other resorts. Take the boat there. Also, if you parked in the TTC, transportation and ticket, take the bus back to TTC. A lot of people don't know that. They're waiting for the monorail or the boat or the ferry boat. You don't have time for that. You know, just take the bus. We'll see. Oh yeah, totally. There's it's bus number 27, Michelle. See, I got you the specifics, girl. This is all my secrets. I'm letting you guys all my trade secrets. Yeah, if you park at the TTC, so hard. You know how it's like an hour and a half to get back on the monorail just to get back. The line's out like crazy. And so is the ferry boat. Unless you are parked at the Polynesian or the Contemporary where you can walk, mind you. So it pays to have that dining reservation at the Contemporary just to be able to park there sometimes. Have dinner there or lunch before you go. Anything to get that parking spot. Or even Grand Floridian. Yes. Oh yeah, that's rough. That is rough, girl. That is too rough. Yeah, you basically just take the bus number 27 or 28, but it's usually 27. So if you're headed towards, you go out Magic Kingdom, it's towards the buses on your left, and it's like that first one. So anyway, there's nobody left in the parking lot. How often do they run? They'll run until everybody's done. Every 15 minutes they run until everybody's back at TTC, you know. Oh, absolutely, my pleasure. There is Epcot and Spaceship Earth, and there's nobody left in the parking lot. Yeah, I got princess parking today, so I am right here. Actually, I'm in Journey, but I literally did not walk far. I'm going to drive my 45 minutes home. I do not live close to Disney, if you guys didn't know that. Oh, my pleasure, you guys. Thank you so much for keeping me company this super long vlog today. Bye, monorail. There's the orange monorail. Absolutely. You know where to find me. I'm on Streaming the Magic, or I'm on Facebook. I also have my own channel, Earsome Emporium, here on YouTube. So subscribe, find me. Whatever you guys need, let me know. Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much, Michelle. Have a good night, you guys. Thank you for everything. And it was a super awesome day. And we must do this again. I will see you guys in probably tomorrow. Okay, good night. Good night. Bye. Thank you so much.